Sweet.
Sweet, it's recording. It's actually not bad.
Should I use my AirPods?
Why not?
Was it going to make the mic worse, I wonder?
We'll find out. This will just be like a test run anyways. So that's the main thing. We just spend a little time getting it dialed in. And then like in the meantime, if you want to keep recording monologue, you can.
All right.
I did set up some stuff in the back end. So.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is the microphone quality worse now or no?
No, it's pretty good.
Okay, sweet.
I'm going to see if I can plug mine in again.
All right.
The only problem is I think my headphones are a little bit fucking shitty.
No problem.
Let's see if I can switch this up. Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Okay, it's going through the phone. See if I can find a setting there. Okay. Bear with me.
No problem.
Okay, yeah. So I don't think it's going to go through anything but the iPhone. It's not using the microphone.
Okay.
Either way, sounds pretty good.
Sounds good. Yeah, so what kind of format did you want to do?
Well, hold on just a second.
All right.
I'm going to try something here. I want you to hear this.
Yo, welcome to the show. Let's get it right. It's the Uncensored, man. We light up the night with Corey and Chris. We bringing the heat, diving deep in the monosphere. Can't accept defeat. Step into the world where the truth will be told. Real talk.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, who did that?
Oh my God, that's funny, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to the show. Let's get it right. It's the Uncensored, man. We light up the night with Corey and Chris. We bringing the heat, diving deep in the monosphere. Can't accept defeat. Step into the world where the truth will be told. Real talk, no filter, never bought or sold. We breaking down the codes, exploring the land. From dating to money, we got a plan. Corey Bricker on the mic, he's a straight up chief. With Dr. Chris Bronson, no time for belief. We challenge the norms, we rewriting the fate. Unfiltered opinions, don't underestimate.
Who did that? Some guy on Fiverr?
No, I did that with an AI.
Oh, no shit.
No shit. I just did it real quick, like, just so we'd have like a little.
I was going to say.
It's a little ghetto.
It's ghetto. It's long. Also, I just don't even put my real name.
Gotcha. Maybe I should go with a screen name as well.
If you want. Most people do.
Gotcha.
Man, AOC is so fucking hot. I don't care what anybody says. She is like, man.
AOC's big and hot.
She's like my exact like weakness, that like brown type, man. Ooh, I love those chicks. Dark hair, dark eyes. Yeah.
Did you ever see that Elon Musk parody account on Twitter that it was their mission to bang AOC on Mars?
Really?
Yeah, it's a big old Twitter account. It's pretty fun.
Man.
Yeah.
I think she's really pretty. I mean, people's like, oh, she's a horse face. I don't know. I think she's really pretty.
No, she's pretty. She is.
You know, they get her in some really bad angles, you know, where her cheeks are all puffed up, but she's cute, you know, but she's my type. I guess if you don't really like brown girls like that, she might not be your type, but yeah, damn, every time I see her, I don't even care what she says. I'll just like, damn, man, she's like,
seriously?
Oof. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you like extremely liberal women. Fuck.
I mean, I don't.
That's like I'm just going. Even if she's fucking hot, like if she's liberal, like
I don't care that much about their political opinions. I mean, American women I stay away from. I stay away from women that are of average intelligence. I either want like ones that are super intelligent, or which is like very rare, you know, or I just want like dummies, you know. So a lot of girls, yeah, like most young women are pretty stupid. So it's like their political opinions aren't like based on anything substantive. Like It's not like they've done a lot of research into it. Like they're not like really. It's just like dumb stuff they regurgitate from college, from like their stupid college classes. And
Yeah.
so I don't think they hold on to them that strongly. And basically, like, if they even ever in their life develop like real, like political thoughts, they just end up being yours. Like, whatever the most dominant man in their life is, that's like the political opinions they take on if they even like can cogitate to the level of, you know, I
Wouldn't you say
truthfully,
like most of it's just virtue signaling? Most of it?
yeah, like the midbrain women, like your average American woman.
It's just
Yeah, I mean,
virtue
they say they're,
signaling?
when they express it, it's everything a woman does is virtue signaling. That's all they know how to do.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, if it's just like college chicks, yeah, of course it's always virtue signaling. But I don't care that much, like in dating, what a girl's opinion is because I know it's not, you know, it's like doesn't really matter.
It's not really relevant because she doesn't know what she believes anyways.
Right, exactly. And I mean, and all the college girls, like even the ones in Mexico, they'll like express vaguely feminist talking points. If you even talk to them about that kind of shit, I try not to talk with girls about politics, but
No.
yeah, like
No.
I guess my point is like the dumb girls don't really like whatever their expressed political opinion is. It's like irrelevant and just doesn't matter, and they haven't really thought about it. So it was just
Yeah.
like something they heard in a class they had to take to get their shitty communications degree or whatever they have to do to go be like an HR person or like, do one of their dead end like babysitting corporate jobs, that most chicks have. So, I mean, yeah. So that's the only type of woman I want to date is like the lower intelligent one, and there's a lot of those, so they're not like in shortage. Or like one that's like really super intelligent because it's like I think Tristan Tate said you either want a really dumb woman or a really intelligent woman. It's the one that's of average intelligence that always thinks she can do better. The
The midbrain?
midbrain.
The midbrains. We don't want the
Midbrain.
midbrains.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's just my opinion. I mean, but American women do have annoying political opinions. There was just a news article about how women are becoming more liberal and men are becoming more conservative in pretty much all the Western states, like especially South Korea. So women are becoming more politically liberal, like on paper, if you ask them. But yeah, I
Damn.
mean that explains a lot, I guess. It explains a lot with the society as dysfunctional as it is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, huh? That's why we're doing this show, right?
But I guess one of the reasons, and just to talk shit,
Just to
and
talk
just
shit.
talk shit. Yeah, but I hope people just know that women are very dangerous. You got to make sure you're with the right one. And Trump's putting 30% tariff on the EU and Mexico. That's the new news.
Yeah.
He gave up on the tariffs. Now he's going back to them. I just hope I can still get easily to and across the border, you know, to see the chicas south of the border. That's all I really give a shit about. Like the tariffs are stupid. He'll cancel them again anyway, probably.
Probably.
So he's all over the place, but it does piss off the Mexicans. Like you talk to them in Mexico, there's like this vaguely building anti-American sentiment among Mexicans. They still treat you really well, or yeah, I mean at least they treat me really well. But yeah, like even in El Salvador, like dude, I would like go out with chicks and they'd be like, "Why is your president so crazy?"
What?
And it's just like but on the other hand, this is like women again, like their political opinions like are not of that much importance. You know what's funny about El Salvador though? You know how it was like the most unsafe country in Central America or South
Right.
America. It was like amongst like the most fucking dangerous places you could go in the whole world, right? And then they got this president named Bukele, and he came in there and he just threw motherfuckers in prison. Like he just, I mean, it was like not a lot of due process went into it. They just like kind of just, they put you in handcuffs and ask questions later type of thing. But anyway, whatever the case may be, now it's like one of the safest countries in the world. And I was in downtown San Salvador outside of the Palacio Presidential, and it was beautiful, man. It was like clean. It was like, you know, and the people there, you talk to them like, oh, yeah, it's gotten much safer. I even went on a date with a chick who said her dad died from like the gang violence there. I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
What?
But anyway, so he cleaned it up. But you know what's funny about the fact that it's like so clean and crime free now is like I went out with a few chicks and like you ask them about him, they're like, I don't know, he's like a kind of a dictator and he like is not respecting human rights. And it's just like always it's always the fucking women that ruin everything. Like
Oh, they say
you
the
know what I
same
mean?
thing about Trump.
You
They
know
say
what I
he's a
mean?
dictator, fascist, rapist.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So it's
yeah, of
like
course.
like it's just like the results don't matter. It's just like, oh, he's a meanie, and it's like, okay. Only one girl I went out with said she liked him. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Which one,
all
Naib or Trump?
Bukele, Bukele of the girl
Bukele.
of the chicks in El Salvador. I'm talking about.
Yeah, Naib Bukele.
Yep, yep,
Only one chick said she liked him.
yeah. Only one. The rest are just vaguely against him. But like I said, a lot of them are,
Yeah.
their political opinions are just what they're told in college. But yeah. I mean, it was.
What do you think about MAGA women?
I just think they're American whores,
They're
probably. I
still just
mean,
They're still just American
I,
women. They're
I
a
just
modern woman,
don't.
but you gotta like
Yeah.
them better than liberals.
Not really. I just don't
No?
like I don't like women and whatever their political opinions are. I just don't like really want to hear it that much because I think it's usually very annoying and like I said, not like nuanced or thought out. So and you can never have like a real. The problem with women in politics is that, like if she knows enough to even have a real discussion, chances are she feels strongly about it, and so it's going to be like even though she has enough intellectual horsepower or like background knowledge, it's like, but then you have to deal with the fact that she's like just very emotional about it. So it's like, it always ends up being just a fucking waste of time. They're either too dumb to follow the conversation, which is that's like 80% of the time. And then like 20% of the time, it's just not worth it because they hold on to some emotional
You think it's just based
opinion.
on emotion rather than factual basis most of the
Yeah, in
time?
most cases, yeah, there's very few women that can be really truly objective, I think. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely met some. I don't know. That could just be my rampant, out of control misogyny speaking. Maybe
Uh,
women are more rational than we are. I don't know.
no, bro,
Everybody lives in fantasy these days anyway.
that's a
So,
fantasy. That's a fantasy. You know it. They are
yeah.
not rational. They can be rational, but from my experience, they're not rational creatures.
No, no,
I
they're
think that's
not. No,
why God made
I
them.
don't even know if we'd like them if they were.
So can we talk about that? Like, I mean, my perspective, where I'm coming from, is as a conservative man, Christian man, is that God. There's a reason God made man the head, and it's because women aren't rational. We got to help do the thinking and leading for them.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
never
definitely.
intended to make this many decisions and have this much power and like even the right to vote. I mean, is just that.
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. That's what we tell ourselves for sure.
Like, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I'm
That's what
just
we
trying to
tell
be
ourselves.
real. Like,
Yeah.
seriously. But I
Yeah. I
believe
mean,
Satan's greatest plan is to destroy the Godhead. And how can he do that? Well, this is like in the garden, like he destroyed man through the woman, right? He didn't go through the man first, he went through the woman first. And I still think that's like, it's not to sit here and try to attack women. It's just like, okay, there's a story there that is still happening today, right? He's not, you know what I mean? It's like it's still happening through the woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sorry I got distracted by pictures of AOC again.
It's it's not a blame game, right? It's just a factual thing. Like if you either believe this shit or you don't, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I just think I don't know. I don't know. There's certain things that in this world we have to make peace with, and the fact that women are liberated might be one of them. I think even now we live in a very gynocentric, society that is definitely catered more towards women than men. And I think men are in general just less, I was gonna say less valued, but I might even go as far as to say less valuable, period,
Yeah.
you know?
In a
Um,
lot of cases, they are less valuable because they've been raised by a bunch of women and they've been taught how to cater to women. But then when they get out in
Not
the
just
real
that they're
world,
weak, yeah, I mean, they are weak, that is true, but I just women just don't need men financially anymore too, so
hmm,
once the dependency is removed, and there's lots of statistics showing women are actually doing a lot better financially, like, they're more first-time homeowners and, they're more educated. There's more, like, college graduates and whatever, and yeah, so, I mean, kinda like they just don't really need us as much, but they also just make terrible decisions. Hard to really square the 2 things,
man.
Hard to really square the 2 things, but
See, I think God made them to need us. And this whole thing about them not needing us is it's not really good for them or us
yeah.
personally, you know. I don't think that's the way, it's intended to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I've never been with an American woman. I don't wanna say never. I just don't feel like I don't feel like they feel like they need us, so but maybe they don't. Maybe we need them more, if you think about it. I think more like when you see, like, old people, like, that have been together for a long time, when the husband dies, then the wife actually usually doesn't fall apart, you know? But the opposite, I feel like, does happen pretty commonly. The wife precedes the elderly man in death,
Right.
and then he just, like, falls apart. So, I
Yeah,
don't
I can
know.
see that. I feel that's true. Like I feel like we do yeah, we're probably more dependent on women than they are on us. Like
Yeah,
probably
especially as we get older,
I hate to
but,
say it, but like emotionally, like
yeah.
they really just I mean, in relationships when, a relationship fails or a breakup happens, the woman always bounces right back, they don't really it's not like they really don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, especially young women. Well,
They say
if
they're
you're talking
hurt,
if
but
if you're talking about young American women, then 90% of the time, they're already talking to other guys, usually,
yeah. I mean, I really don't
behind your
think they
back,
feel
I
pain,
mean,
bro. I don't think they
what's
feel pain.
they do, but usually by the time they surprise a guy with a breakup, it's like they've already made the decision, like, months ago.
Damn. A
They've
guy's
already
just
checked
completely
out of
destroyed for, like, an entire year, and then she's just fine. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know, you just can't get attached to any of them, especially if they're here, and I don't think it's worth, even trying to date American women anymore, to be honest with you.
Wow.
The dating situation's hard for both men and women, I think, because there are a lot of guys that are, like, pussies and, you know but there's a
Why?
lot of just average guys that are also they're overlooked and, it's tough, especially with how expensive housing is. People need, a two-income household, realistically. If you're average people, like, if you wanna live a good life, typically you need a dual income life, you know?
It's true.
So,
I've been divorced for probably 14 years, and I mean, it's life is considerably more difficult, and I mean, we weren't even really a two-income household, but,
yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
would say that
yeah,
men just don't do as well alone in general.
yeah, that's true. but they are getting even more lonely. There's lots of statistics on that. Even just less friendships too.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I would
it's a
agree with
cold,
that.
bleak world out there. It's a cold, bleak world out there. But on, at least we're not living in fucking Gaza.
Fuck. For
I
real.
mean, you know,
Damn.
could be worse. We could be, you could be a Christian in Syria right now. I hear that's not the best situation.
Wow. Yeah, no.
So, it could always be worse. Could always be worse, but it could always be better. That's what I always think too.
Well,
It
yeah,
could always be better.
it could be. Yeah, it could be better, and I think that's what, a good reason for doing this show is to try to make things better for guys and women too, I mean, I think there's a lot of women. I don't know. I know your feeling about American women, but I just see a lot of women that are like, well, maybe this fucking feminist bullshit isn't all it's cracked up to be. And they're ready to start listening to men, and they want what's real and I mean, I think God has a plan and we've just veered away from it. And,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them do realize that after they've like been promiscuous, hyper promiscuous for like a decade. So the problem is like, yeah, even if they realize, feminism was a lie and they're going to change their attitude towards men. I mean, it's still hard to,
is it
I
kind
would
of
say
just done for
impossible
them if they've
to.
been hyper promiscuous? I mean, it's something
Yeah,
that
I think
happens
for
to a
men
woman.
and women, yeah, yeah, I think men and women who are promiscuous, just like the more partners you have, the less likely you are to have a successful monogamous relationship. I think that's definitely true for both men and women.
But
I
not
mean, the
impossible.
studies show that. Not impossible. I mean, nothing's impossible, I guess. It's just very unlikely, you know. I don't know if monogamy is really the like full on lifetime monogamy really works too well anymore, you know. In our society, I don't know that it's really a viable thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we need, it's definitely good for kids, especially when they're really young. But I don't know, expecting a single chick to please you for the next however many decades I don't know, that just doesn't seem to me, it
Approve.
seems good. Yeah, it seems like asking a lot. And, women definitely today feel the same way. That's why there's so many fucking divorces, you know? So
Well, I was
maybe we
listening
need
to
like
your
temporary marriages, like 10-year marriages or 8-year. And after the 8-year contract's up, people can go their separate ways. But for
um
8 years, you can't be a cheating bitch and you have to be a good present mom, not like addicted to scrolling and posting yourself on Instagram. Just
oh,
getting a
man.
girl to do that for 8 years would be a lot. Fuck, getting her to do it for 8 minutes is asking a lot.
8 minutes. Yeah.
So,
I was listening to
but
some of your
yeah,
monologues, though, and I mean, to me, it sounds like deep down that's what you'd really like as a wife.
I would for sure.
I mean, I could hear your
Or
heart, and
maybe
that's
like
just what it seems like. Your heart says, I like being promiscuous, but deep down, I would really like to find someone
I would like, yeah, just one, that actually loves me, but
actually loves
it's a
me.
I mean, it's yeah, the life of being a fuck boy is sometimes it's more mentally taxing than you think. Like there's a lot of guys that don't get any pussy at all today, and they're just like they would die for just the smallest crumb of it. So they can't imagine a situation where you're someone that sleeps with like multiple women at once and why you would ever dislike that or why that would ever be bad, but
Yeah,
it does have effects and I don't think it's natural. It's always a result of trauma, probably, I think,
I think
you know.
so.
So But that's still, I still consider that separate from my opinion on American women. I just think this generation of American women are they just don't like men, and they have low staying power. So better if you want a partner to go look in places where the girls were at least raised in a two-parent household with decent family values and the culture. So the problem with American women, I think, is just a problem with American culture. And since it's a problem of culture,
I would agree with
really
that.
difficult to change. I don't even think it's a lot of these red pill guys just say, I think, go too far in terms of like, oh, it's this evolutionary psychology reason why she wants to fuck multiple guys. And it's just, I don't think it's,
Hypergamy.
yeah, yeah. Well, all those concepts. I don't think I think they oversimplify it quite a bit. I think society and culture plays a huge role. We have just a very degenerate,
So
narcissistic culture. And I
would
think the
you
women and their behavior is primarily a product of that more so than these vague, non testable. I think evolutionary psychology is mostly horseshit. I have to tell you, I think it's mostly just bullshit. So I think
fair
women
enough.
are just way more a product of the culture. The culture's degenerate. I mean, they're going to be degenerate. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Are you a red pill guy?
I know women. I know women. Like, am I a red pill guy? No, because as I explained, a lot of those concepts are stupid. Like hypergamy already is questionable because, for example, there's studies showing now a lot of American women don't prefer higher status men necessarily. They don't prefer so called alpha males. They prefer kind of like manipulative losers or easily manipulated losers like beta males. There's even studies showing women often prefer beta males for just one night stands. And so, how do you explain that if this generation of American women prefers weaker types of men? And why would that be? The answer is because they're becoming more narcissistic.
Hmm.
So narcissists like people that they can control and easily manipulate. So a lot of American women don't want strong so-called alpha men. The whole concept of an alpha man in red pill terminology is also stupid because apparently it comes from evolutionary psychology. But for example, a lot of primates, like if you characterize alpha males in various species of apes, great apes, alpha males are typically highly empathetic, like coalition building, like they're very friendly, compassionate, like creatures. Like in other words, they're the opposite of what red pill teaches you to be, which is like kind of a narcissistic
Dominant,
manipulator. Yeah, I mean, that's
misogynistic
what it
prick.
is. Yeah, I mean, that's what game is. Game is fundamentally using the tactics of psychopaths and narcissists to manipulate women. I'd say that's what game is. I mean, that's in part what game is, in part. And maybe that doesn't characterize all. That there's a difference between putting your best foot forward, right? And emphasizing characteristics that women like and appreciate versus basically becoming a totally different person than what you are. But it does work. That's the thing. I mean, it does work. But it's seduction. Tactics. There've been men writing about it for generations and generations. So it's nothing new. All the red pill is, though, I think, is a lot of junk psychology mixed in with a lot of red pill influencers. I think are outright narcissists or psychopaths. Truthfully, too. Not all of them. I like some of them. Like my favorite guy on the internet is Myron Gaines.
Fuck
One of
yeah, I
my
love
favorite.
Myron Gaines.
So but yeah, I don't. The other problem with the red pill in America is what the end result of it is what you get an American woman. Great. Congratulations. What a fucking prize that is. It's almost makes MGTOW look like really viable,
It-
you know? MGTOW is viable. It's a reasonable reaction to the societal circumstances. It's just not for me because I like pussy way too much, unfortunately.
well, I'm with you, man. I like women too. Just because I'm a misogynist doesn't mean I'm a misogynist to all women. I'm just a little bit misogynistic to, like, I don't know, strong-willed liberal cunts.
Just because I'm a misogynist doesn't mean I don't like pussy. Just let's get that, out there straight. But, you know, yeah, women are women. They are what they are. I don't get mad about it. I just, for example, you know, I wouldn't look for a wife in America today. I don't think it's possible unless unless you get it from a church or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think going overseas is way more realistic for most men. And the good
Yeah,
news is you can live cheaper. The
I've never
quality of
tried it.
life is probably better.
Yeah,
It's something to consider. Seriously.
it sounds like it.
If I didn't have kids that I had every other week, I would have vanished to a fucking beach in Brazil forever ago. I would have been gone. I would have been gone. So,
Damn.
yeah.
You think you could I mean, you'd have to come back and see your kids once in a while.
No, I'm saying if I didn't have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, they're gonna be grown up and, you're gonna have
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
little
no.
bit
So
more freedom.
I gotta be here for them. But yeah, but I don't like being here. Put it to you that way. I don't. I think it's very sad. The state of American culture and society is just very depressing and draining in many ways.
I think you're right. I think there's
You
a
know,
lot of desperate
it feels like a dying, dead society. Really, a decaying society. That's what it feels like.
for real.
You know, the corruption is so bad. The culture is degenerate. How about this
Mhm.
Epstein thing? They're not releasing the files,
Wow.
and they're just pretending like, oh, he wasn't even a sex trafficker. Now they're saying that he never did anything wrong.
Now
Yeah, so
Trump's
like a
just
lot of
saying, like, "Just
people,
drop it." Like, there's nothing
yeah,
there.
that's the
But
thing. I think people put too much hope in Trump. I just think it was over. It was over before. The only good thing I've seen Trump do is get rid of like all that woke, politically correct horse shit. Now that's just known to be super toxic and unpopular. That's like the most important thing he's done,
yeah, that's pretty good.
you know? So, I mean, that's good. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, though, if we have a nuclear war with Russia,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I don't
So,
know either. I don't know how much hope we have, honestly. I mean, when you look and see just, like, what it does is it just highlights how many people are against that narrative, and you just, like it's astounding, like, how many people are on the left, you know?
yeah, that's why I say, if
Whoa.
Israel's going to nuke the world because they, have overextended themselves and tried to start wars with every single ones of their neighbors, I'd rather be like on a beach with the mamacita than be in this fucking cold shithole with the rest of you.
It is a pretty cold shithole.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
Well, everyone's out for themselves. I mean, from what I've seen, most people are just selfish and self-centered. They're
we don't have a culture that
self-absorbed.
people want to really contribute to anymore. So that people are just more insulated. They're more isolated and insulated than ever. So you see a lot less like charity. You see a lot less people, wanting to help others. And obviously, you still see that in the small towns, but just in general, I mean, when they say like charitable contributions are going down, you could say, well, the economy is shit or whatever. But I think there's a deeper reason. It's just people don't feel connected to the culture and the society anymore. It feels like you're born, you become a debt slave, You get married, have half your shit stolen from you, probably your kids stolen from you as well.
Mm,
And yeah, that's the path for a lot of men, a huge percentage of men. So it's like, why bother? Fuck it, or increasingly men just end up totally atomized and alone. There's a
damn.
tons of dudes like that that don't even have a single close friend. So it's very depressing, and that's why people retreat to video games and even politics too. I think is an escape a little bit. These people that watch all the fucking political shows and podcasts. That's also an escape because most of our political stuff is just theater. So it's fantasy based, not reality based.
Yeah.
I'd even say Trump is very, very, very much a fantasy based president.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Yep.
Fantasy.
Well, he thinks he can wish the world into the way that he perceives it. Yeah, he definitely has trouble discerning reality from fiction. I mean, that's definitely. But that's why we elected him. Reality is shit.
Reality is shit.
No one wants to deal with the real world. No one wants to deal with the fact that you literally can't find a a wifeable chick in a large major metropolitan area in 2025. Nobody likes that their student loans become like a second mortgage. Nobody likes that you can't even get a first mortgage because the housing costs are through the roof.
Damn.
You know, that's why depression's at an all-time high, particularly
Mhm.
amongst young men.
This is really depressing.
Reality is depressing, my friend.
What
Reality
the?
is depressing. Yeah, so that's what I said. It's just, you gotta sometimes seek out greener pastures, as they say. That's why being a passport bro is awesome. That's why I also don't take anything too seriously. When you live in clown world, everything's just like, at least we can be racists on the internet again, though. So that was a good thing Trump did. So,
Yeah.
and you can see that reflected, and now TikTok is actually funny again. You
Oh
know,
man, for real.
yeah, y- you can say things are gay and not get in trouble, right?
Right.
When I was growing up, gay never meant anything like
Right.
about sexual orientation. It just meant really lame, stupid, effeminate, maybe like a little gay, but like mostly just effeminate and lame.
Right.
It was a
It's
way
not
to like
a
it was a way to like emasculate other boys who'd say, yeah, you're gay.
I know, we used to say it all the time.
Yeah.
And then you got a bunch of
So
woke twats now saying, "Well, you can't say this and you can't say that."
yeah,
And
so they're done. So
like,
they're over.
I'm glad
Uh,
that's done.
that's
That's
pretty
just
much done and gone with.
thank God.
That's pretty much done and gone with. Now the only thing you can't say, pretty much, you can even like complain about blacks and stuff now. Black fatigue, all these fucking trends. So you can even do like kind of racist shit. The only thing you can't do is say anything about Israel or the you know who's. That's the only thing you
Mm,
can't do. You can't talk about the Israel or the Israelis, put it to you that way.
jeez.
Everything else is pretty much okay. I
I
guess they
mean, you
still don't let you
can.
talk. They can't let you, or they don't let you offend women too much either.
I mean, I hear plenty of people talking shit about Israelis.
Where on which platform? X.
X, Facebook. I think I've seen some shit on
So
TikTok.
maybe they're a little bit more permissive to it a little bit, but I'm telling you, man, anything they think is anti-Semitic, they'll shut that down really fast. I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, the world's an interesting place, but that's why you got to get a chick from. Why you got to get a low IQ Latina who's not Americanized, or like the Southeast Asian or something like that.
I've heard there's better parts of Asia to find a woman.
I don't know. I'm still trying to explore Latin America.
Latin America.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah, sorry about that. My brother was calling.
Oh,
So I don't know, man. What do you think about that for some sound bites?
yeah. You think we got some sound bites on here?
Yeah, that was all interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it allows editing of a recorded session.
No idea.
Well, it's good. It's a good test run. You got 53 minutes of this call, and we can definitely see. What kind of pisses me off is they only give us like 2 hours of AI with your plan. It's just bullshit.
That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
We should. So, how do you foresee it going? Because I think like the the podcasts and stuff that do really well, are the ones that incorporate like current events, like light politics a little bit, not too heavy politics, and like
No,
a lot of cultural commentary, but a
I'm
lot
not
of
real
fucking
heavy
around
into
too.
politics. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's why I said light.
I'm here to help myself and to help other men. So if I can help accomplish that, that's what I mean, because if we don't have a purpose, then what's the point? Let's be honest. I'd love to make money with a podcast show first and
Yeah.
foremost, but is it something I can find purpose in
Okay. So you
or
want to do
passion?
more advice type stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would like to keep it as positive as possible. Boy, i- it's real easy to get negative or depressing, but I mean, I don't know. I think we've got an opportunity to help a lot of men and women.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of like self help shows and stuff. So I think the best, like the models that work like Fresh and Fit, they do like the Money Mondays and shit. You know, they mix
Oh,
in very useful. Have you ever seen that show?
no, I haven't.
What have you seen, for example?
Well, I mean, I was thinking about our show, and I mean, some of the people I like, obviously, I like Andrew Tate, okay, but I
Uh
don't
huh.
like all of his shit. I mean, before he got canceled, I thought he was just some fucking loudmouth buffoon, right? And then he got
Hmm.
canceled, and I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck was he saying?"
Yeah.
So, I looked into it, and I'm like, "God damn, he's really helping guys out." I think he helped me out quite a bit, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even though I can cut through a lot of his bullshit, I think a lot of what he says is just a bunch of bullshit, like, whatever,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then might make some guys even more depressed, like, "Well, fucking A, not every guy's cut out to get rich, but whatever." You
Hmm.
know? But I would like to get rich, I think that solves a lot of problems, but,
Yeah, that's
another
true.
show you ever watch the Whatever podcast?
Uh huh.
You like that?
Which part? I mean, they do a lot where they interview like girls and stuff.
Right, like, I don't know, like, Bri
It has some good parts. Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
like Brian and Andrew, I like those guys, I think they're pretty cool. I don't see myself acting like that, but those are just some, you know, kind of enjoy
Yeah.
them destroying the left. And
I
feminism.
Yeah, feminism is an
I'm an
evil tactic.
anti-feminist. That's basically I mean, I just think feminism is of Satan. It's a cult.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it is a cult for sure.
can you still hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a cult. Definitely a
Well, I
cult.
just got out of my screen. I had something I wanted to look up on my phone here if I could find it, but Rosa Rosicrucianism, do you know what that is?
No. What is it?
Well, Rosicrucianism, it's like a spiritual and cultural movement that arose in the early 17th century Europe, characterized by its esoteric and mystical teachings. It's associated with the symbol of the rose cross, emphasizes the pursuit of hidden wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. And I think that was kind of like one of the earliest forms of feminism, maybe where it even got its start. But Rosicrucianism, it's kind
No,
of a
I've never heard of that.
weird word, but I'm really into like honestly, like, one of my goals on this is to just continue to destroy feminism because I think it's just an evil cult, and,
Mhm.
like, yeah, I think that's where Satan's biggest, playground is right now, is in feminism. It's just a lie. It's a
Yeah.
it's a deceitful
I
tactic.
I I think it could be very entertaining.
I think we should stay entertaining
I think it
and
could be very
positive.
entertaining, yeah. Positive? Well, you think positive is popular?
Well, I mean, you gotta point out the negative. I was almost depressed after today's episode. Gee, many Chris's. Fuck. I mean, I'm still
Well, see,
looking.
that's part of the fun of it because you could learn how to challenge me back and, and we could find a middle ground. That's actually, I think, more entertaining for people,
Maybe so.
because people hear what I say, and a lot of them like, "Yeah, he's saying is exactly right." So men really like it when you say things exactly how they are, but, then there'll be people like, "Well, that's really bleak," and so if you push back on it, that makes good talk radio. That's like classic. That's like Opie and Anthony. That's older school,
Right
um,
on.
like really popular type of format. That's a format that has worked forever. So people like more like debates that are like lighter, like where like you're seeking to find some kind of middle ground. So if I'm like, oh well, they're all whores, and you just be like, well, that's not true, and and we fight a little bit about it. That makes a good. No, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying, right?
I do know what you're saying. I
And
mean,
that and
fucking
and
A.
it, and it doesn't have to be scripted. Like we could have just went there in several places in that monologue we just recorded. You could have just pressed me hard or whatever. And I think that's way better because if it's just like an academic, if it's like self help stuff, I don't think he even really does that good anymore. People just have too many. Like if you think about it, like you just need a lot of like moments where it's a lot of like soundbite moments, basically.
Yeah,
That's what you need. That's why it's like switching around the topics and stuff. I think is so effective.
for
And
real.
yeah, and
Mm.
then since I'm on 4chan and all these other places, I can see what people are talking about.
What are you on?
4chan,
What the fuck is
4chan.
that?
I'll send it to you. It's an image board. A lot of memes
4chan.
and stuff come from 4chan. Yeah,
Okay.
so if you go there, you can see what the far right wing is talking about on any given day, like what is exactly, and most of it is just cultural stuff. It's not even politics bullshit. But, you know, that's what I think is, like I said, I almost went into radio. I got
Wow.
offered a job in New Hampshire, but I would have had to leave med school.
See, I like okay, here's what I like about the time that we're in right now is I feel like we no, I know we're in a time where we can just create our own show and, nobody, well, I mean, people can do something about it, but I guess we could get canceled. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even, honestly, with just a little bit of hard work and some effort and some stick to itiveness, we'll have a show that's popular and we don't need someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And we can bring on other guests and we can talk about shit, and yeah, I
yeah,
can debate you a little bit. I mean, I
yeah, like,
still
you've
believe a little
seen.
bit in the American dream. I think you were right. I mean,
Yeah,
I think.
that's good, that's good, that's good. We shouldn't have the same opinions, otherwise that gets boring.
No, we don't, man. We do not. I mean, we think a lot alike. Like, when I was listening
Yeah,
to your monologues, like, yeah, I dig this shit. I think, like, what you were talking about when you sent those monologues for me to listen to, like, some of that, Chris, that was coming out in there, I'd like to see some of that on this show.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's just me talking without a filter.
right.
That's just me talking without a filter, but yeah,
But yeah, we are the Uncensored Man podcast. I'm glad you decided to come on board with me. And I think we'll find some other, I think we're going to find a lot of interest in this show. It just seems like every male I've talked to is like, oh man, That is a really good idea. Let's do like we can't start the show soon enough. You
Yeah.
know?
I'm willing to do it, set aside time every day to do it, you
And
know?
maybe we just don't even need to worry about all this fucking highfalutin, high-powered technology bullshit. Maybe we can just keep using this app and run our shows through it.
No, that's fine. I
'Cause
think
if
we should
that
I
way
think
we
we
can
should
get
just do it this
call-ins
way.
nice and easy, and we can use everybody can just use their phones, and if you've got guests that you wanna bring on,
Yeah.
or I do, we can
No,
do that.
I like it. Let's just do it like this, because then when I'm, like, in Mexico or whatever, I could still do it like this, because I don't have to bring a bunch of bullshit with me, you know?
Yeah. How is my sound quality?
Sounds perfect to me. Doesn't
It's not, like,
It
too
sounds
echoey?
fine. No, the only thing I could get is I could get, like, a better microphone or whatever to do this if needs be. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever you tell me to get. But I do think that, if we set aside a daily time where we're on at the same time every day, that's the best chance.
Dude, I think you're right about that. I think if we stay committed daily, we're gonna absolutely crush it, no doubt
Yeah.
in my mind, and, if we just stay relevant and we stay interesting and we just stay real, that's 'cause that's honestly, guys are afraid to be real right now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they see other people being real, I think that's what helps other men. It's not like necessarily like we're a fucking self-help show or any of that bullshit. We can just share
No,
the things that have helped us
I mean, it's entertainment, but people get a lot of self-help from,
from just guys being honest,
yeah, from entertainment. I mean, Sam Hyde, I've learned a lot of, like, really important life lessons from him.
right?
So there's a lot. Andrew Tate, you could even argue his podcasts are 90% they just talk about random bullshit,
For real.
and 10% of it is what gets clipped into, like,
Internet clicks.
motivational things. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
guess we could just come on in here and be loudmouths and get, like, millions of views.
that's what I'm saying. If it's honest and you just have to think about the average podcast listener as an average guy. The average guy's life right now in America is not very
Sucks.
good, statistically speaking.
For real.
So
And even the average woman's life sucks. I mean, from what
yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah,
seeing.
that's what I was saying. So
Like I'm saying, this whole fucking feminist movement is not serving anyone, men or women. They think they're liberated, but they're not. They're fucking miserable. Dude, they only wish that they could get a man to take care of them, you know? And men
yeah,
only desperately wish that they could get a fucking female to take care of them the way, like you said, that really loved them. And I
yeah,
do
yeah. No,
think there
that's
are
why
women out there like that. I really
that
do believe that there are still women in America that are like that. I
yeah.
really
So
do.
that's why. See, I don't really. So that's why
But they're hard
those
to
are
find.
good.
I mean, they
Yeah,
are hard to find, but that's where we, can use our experiences, because, like, look, I mean, I'm not gonna say I've probably ran through the women, but, like, the amount of, you know, females
yeah,
I've had through my life, I mean, it's fucking depressing, like, damn, like, there's some things I've learned that I won't repeat just because I don't wanna be hurt again, and you know what I mean? I've gone
yeah.
all in on women that, like, I shouldn't even have given them a chance or the time of day,
I know. So it sounds like there's a lot of areas that we'll have good discussion on.
but I have had girlfriends that were, like, at least 1 or 2 that were, like, actually really fucking nice to me. Seriously. Good.
The only good girls I've lost are through my cheating.
Oh, man. Damn.
Yeah, but you never know. Maybe they weren't that good anyway.
Well, I mean,
I
and some
don't
of
know.
those, like, maybe we just weren't, like, really totally compatible either.
You never know what would happen. I mean, right?
Right.
You never know. Probably would have ended in disaster for me anyway. I would have cheated eventually.
Damn. See?
Maybe.
You're
No,
just as
I'm
bad as a
just kidding.
woman.
Mhm. Men still cheat more than women statistically, but the gap is just closing
Is
quickly.
it? So
Yeah.
men
So,
cheat more than women.
yeah, numerically they do.
But I thought
But
the whole
like I
premise
said,
of
the
the show
gap is
was that
closing.
women were the problem. No?
That's not how I look at it. I,
I'm kidding.
I, yeah,
I'm kidding.
I think American culture and society is the problem.
I think men and women are shit, honestly, because I've seen just enough men that had great women that ruined it. Seriously.
I think men are a product of the culture too. I think we're all
That's
very just
just it.
heavily influenced by our culture.
Yep.
We have to come to terms with the fact that America is a very narcissistic and self-serving culture, arguably always has been, but especially more recently.
So
And
what
I
the
think
fuck do we do about it?
I don't know that there is anything we can do about it. What do you what do you want to do
I
about it?
mean, is a passport bros the only way or what? I mean, what are we looking
I
at?
listen, I don't know the solution. I just know I'm not it. So I'm just going back and forth and living my life and, you know, maybe I find one to stick with, maybe I don't, but I'm
Maybe
gonna have
you'll
fun.
find
I'm
one
gonna
of
have
those.
fun while this bitch is sinking into the ocean, All you guys can look for the lifeboats and, even some of the more delusional ones wanna rearrange some deck chairs on the Lita deck. That's fine with me. I'm gonna be using that passport, son. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know I don't know how to fix the fact that most women are just totally irredeemably unable to have normal pair bonds with a man for let alone for life for a year.
Do you think it's
They're
harder for
just they're
women to pair bond with a man than it is for a man to pair bond with a
I
woman?
think it's hard for both. I think it's fucked up in American men and women, maybe to a roughly equal extent, but I only
I mean,
date
I think it's
women, so
harder for men.
I don't know.
I mean, I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
easier for men. I think men pair
Men
bond
have
right
less
away.
options today. Men have way fewer options. So they gotta take whatever they can take. A lot of guys are just,
Well, I
they
think
gotta
we
take what
fall
they
for
can take.
women way faster than they fall for us. But that's not always the case because I've had women fall for me way fucking quicker than I fall for them. Like, damn, slow down.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we call those chicks borderline personality disorder.
Oh man, that's what that is. Oh my god.
When they get really obsessed with you, yeah, and love bomb you and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not usually
Are you there?
they're still around. Hold on, I gotta go grab something. Oh, I don't because I'm on my phone. What the fuck? Yeah, I think using the app is the way to go, though. Truthfully,
You think what?
using the app is the way to go, like how we're doing it right now.
Oh hell yeah. This is just the ticket. Look how many calls we have up to 9 calls on here. Not that we would do that, but
Yeah, yeah, but
yeah.
that's so cool.
And we can live stream it on here so like people can listen live through the Podbean app.
Yeah,
And we're live right now, but it's unbroadcasted or
unlisted.
not, it's
Yeah,
not out there.
that's cool, man. Yeah, I'd be. What time do you want to set to doing it?
Well, I think we either need to do it like early or late.
Okay,
Or
what are you thinking?
well, fucking A, like what time do you get up?
What time do I get up every day?
Yeah.
7.
7?
Yeah,
So that's like 6 my time.
yeah.
Yep.
You want to do it in the early morning?
What are you thinking?
Whatever works for you. I mean, I work for myself, so I can adjust my schedule
Right?
as needs be.
Well, I'm gonna
So
be
you tell me you tell me a time, and we'll
probably when we're
just
like in the best flow state, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times, I don't know, sometimes I come to life at night, but also in the mornings.
yeah. For me, it'd be probably like 11,
Oh,
11 or 10 o'clock
okay.
in the
Well, yeah,
morning.
that would work too.
Why? What? When did you say yours was?
Well,
What time can you do for the next month that we can just so that we're consistent?
probably either commit to it in the mornings or sometime in the evening
Okay.
because during the day, I'm going to be trying to fill my days with. I don't have like a doctor job where I sit around and like do
Hmm.
phone calls and stuff. I got to like,
You got to actually work.
I gotta actually fucking work, man.
I get it. So whatever works for you, you tell me. I
Yeah,
don't care.
probably early or late, but we can also do like I mean, I'm pretty flexible as well. So except for like I have 3 jobs lined up this week, so I'm gonna be gone for like 3 days. Well, I'll be like up early and probably home late. So
Okay.
you'll probably just have to record a episode
Okay.
solo. Solo.
Uh,
I know you don't have a problem doing that.
no.
So did like any days I can't be on or if you can't be on, we can just keep the flow, keep the episodes going like daily.
Yeah, and I could also have guests and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, whatever. When do you want to do the first one? And what time do you want it? Do you want to just say maybe
Tomorrow. Or
tomorrow?
or yeah, tomorrow. Tonight I have plans.
I was thinking like Monday. Isn't it Saturday today?
Today is Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Monday I'm gonna be gone, but yeah.
So if you want to do one tomorrow morning,
Maybe we should try to get 2 up tomorrow. Because here's the thing, we need to have like I said, I think we need to have like 5 to 10 episodes queued up right away
okay.
before we really start like talking about it.
Mm, sure. Whatever.
Sound good? Well, and even if you just want to get one out of the way tomorrow,
Yeah, that's
right?
fine. What time you want to do it?
How about in the morning?
Like 9?
9 your time,
Yeah.
8 o'clock my time. Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, it'll be fun
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
if you want uncensored.
Uncensored?
Yeah. If you want my uncensored,
I do.
we're
I
probably
want
gonna get
your
banned.
uncensored opinion within reason. I mean, I'd like us to be able to keep staying on the air without getting deplatformed. So, like, some of the things that how we say them, maybe just a little careful, but let's be real.
Yeah.
Sound good, bro?
Sounds good. I'm gonna do my best.
All right, me too. I'll try to come up with some more ideas for the show and maybe write them down. And yeah, I will do the same. And we'll come up with a format that works.
Sounds
That
good.
works. We'll go to the fucking moon. It'll be a
Sounds
hit.
good. All right, I'll talk to you at 9 tomorrow.
All
8 your
right.
time. All right. See
Sounds
ya.
good. Peace.